Hey guys, this is Rahul, and today I wanted to talk about Orlando Regional Championships that are coming up, kind of like a mini preview, a little bit of a PSA kind of thing, an announcement, if you will. So the Orlando Regional Championships are coming up, as you can see, in 24 days, so that's pretty soon. Um, and this is the website pokeregionals.com, where you can go to get all the details where I'm coming from. And so there's a bunch of stuff on here, like here's the basics of the event itself. So the event is October 15th to 16th weekend. Day 1 will be the 15th, and if you're lucky enough or skilled enough to make it to day 2, you'll be participating on the 16th as well. But don't be discouraged if you don't make it, just come hang out. Everyone's going to be there still probably. It'll be a good time. It's going to be held at the DoubleTree uh, by the entrance to Universal Studios, and there's discount rates for hotels and stuff. So if you get there and you get there early or you just do bad or something in general, Universal's nearby, so go check it out. Halloween Horror Nights is happening, so go do that if you want. It's like a special thing where after dark, Universal shuts down their park and makes it all spooky and scary, and it becomes like a gigantic haunted house kind of thing. And it's really fun. I'm really scared of things, but I had a great time when I went with friends last year. It was my first time going because I just moved to Orlando recently, but it's a fun time, and I highly recommend doing that when you guys come down here. It's only run during the month of October, of course, because Halloween. Um, Online registration is required for this event, and it'll guarantee you a seat. So the details and registration link are here on pokeregionals.com. So please come here and do that. Be sure if you guys are coming down to make sure you pre-register. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Come down, make sure you pre-register, and it'll close at October 9th at midnight, which is like a week before the main event. But come and do that, because if you have to do on-site registration, it's like $10 more expensive, and I don't think you should want to do that. And late registrations is a week of, like it says right here, Monday the 10th to October 15th, and registration will be available for people who are registering late as long as there's space. If we fill up all the seats or we fill up all the pre-reg spots and you want to late register and you can't and you've already booked your plane tickets or something, that would suck. So since you're already coming down so far to Orlando, if you are, just do it. It takes like 30 seconds. You just go sign in, put in your PayPal or whatever other payment method you use, and bam, you're done. And late registration's like $10 more and stuff. The details is for prizes and stuff still haven't been announced yet. That's on Pokemon. We're waiting on that. But the as of this year, each regional does have a $50,000 in prize money, scholarships, and travel certificates, which is nuts. So be sure you're there. Be sure you're having a good time. All right, so we'll look at the TCG is what I'll be playing in. So the format is standard. It's a standard regionals as opposed to our previous years where all regionals have been expanded. So we're going to be a standard regionals, which we're very excited for. The format's fun. It's pretty cool. Check-in will be the Saturday morning from 8:30 to 9:30. So I presume for check-in you just kind of like show up, show them your pre-registration, and then just pick up your promos, pick up your badge, and then just chill until decklist decklist will be collected at check-in, so you turn in your decklist at check-in. Normally it's players meeting, but I guess they want to run the players meeting faster. So make sure you get your decklist done in the morning then, so you don't have that time between check-in and players meeting to turn in your decklist. And the Masters division will be doing a top 32 Swiss rounds and top cut into day 2, going to 9 a.m. the next day. And seniors and juniors will do the Sunday morning cut as well. And it'll probably be depending on how many people we get. Let's look at the schedule for TCG. Regular registration is open. We already covered that. We covered that. Side events will probably be happening at noon. Um, and so that'll be, I don't know what the side events are as of now. They'll probably be like 8-man pods, probably like Winamat things, things of that nature. So if you're coming to hang out and just want to play side events, or you're you do poorly in the main event, you can go ahead and do that. Um, Sunday there'll probably be no side events. I wouldn't assume because like, oh, they are side events at 10 a.m. Okay, for sure. And but the event, it'll be like mostly like top cut and stuff. So like hang out, watch some of the top players. We'll have streams going on, I assume. Structures to be announced. It's probably still best 2 out of 3 Swiss rounds, 50 minutes. like it's been in the past. I don't see a reason why they would change that. Depending on our attendance, we might get 9, we might get 10 rounds. We've historically had about 400 Masters in the Orlando Regionals for trading cards. So with the new prize pool and everything, I'd assume maybe another 100 people show up. I'm not entirely sure because it hasn't happened yet. We'll get some more details once Arizona happens and see what their number spike goes up in the upcoming 2 weeks. And so the rules, everyone's supposed to know those. And these are all just like tournament procedure things like check in. The deck lists are online here, which is fantastic. Pairings and rosters we put up. Um, Color coded by division, which is awesome too. Judges are in the red and black shirts. For VGC, it's white lab coats. And if anything ever happens during a game, feel like don't hesitate to call a judge. Like if you think your opponent's stalling or like you think your opponent's doing something that might be suspicious. I don't know. Happens at the end of the round match slips. You have to raise your hand, call a judge, and the judge will ask you if this player did in fact win, and then you'll turn it in, and then the winner will have to go take it up to the front, and that's an official result. So if you guys miss circle or miss sign or something, that could be really bad. So make like double check. At the end of the day, after day one, the Swiss results will be posted online, and then people going to day two will. Some people will get prizes. I believe top 64, maybe top 128 for packs. That hasn't been announced yet, but I'd assume top 64 at the minimum will get packs and some points. So they'll get their packs, they get to pick that up, and they can leave. And then day two people will get to go home as well, but they have to come back the next morning to play, or they'll be like asked to probably get like an announcement of some sort, and then they get to leave. So we'll go over to VGC. I'm less familiar with VGC, but we'll cover that as well. Um, Looks like the format's to be announced. I assume it's this year's Worlds format again. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't use it. Um, all players check in is 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. And then looks like VGC will start Saturday this year, as opposed to previous years where they played only Sunday, all day Sunday, which is I guess really awesome for them because they have really long days, and I feel kind of bad for them sometimes because they're playing all like 9 of their Swiss rounds in one day, and then going instantly into Top Cut and playing out the rest of their tournament, not having time to prepare on their opponents and stuff like we do going into day two. So that's pretty cool. Be sure to bring a fully charged DS. Yeah, I'm assuming they'll have like the charger cables everywhere. So that's pretty awesome. Schedule for them. Same registration as us. So make sure you're doing that. And Saturday morning, they start a little bit later than us. Our check-in ends, and I'm assuming our players meeting will go on from 9:30 to 10. We'll hit our rounds at 10ish, and then their check-in will happen. So that's pretty cool that they're not putting everyone at one time to check in, which will be a little hectic. They also have side events. I don't know what VGC side events are. Probably similar 8-man pods, that kind of things. Um, Sunday morning is cut for divisions, except for seniors and juniors who will finish their rounds on day one. Structure and stuff have yet to be announced, so we're waiting on those. There's a link to the registration page, and down here it shows like some cool like VIP package type things. So the level 1 entry is what is the bare minimum. This is what you pay to get into the event. This is your regular entry fee. So just for a regular entry fee for a trading card game, you're gonna get the entry into the tournament, an exclusive playmat, which I love playmats, an Orlando Regional badge, and a lanyard. So the badge is gonna be pretty cool because I'm assuming it'll have like your name or like saying competitor or something on it. I guess it's like to mimic kind of the world's atmosphere without actually being at the World Championships. For VGC, they get a hat instead of a mat, which is I'd probably want a hat over a mat. Honestly, I love hats, so let's see what kind of hats they get, and they get a badge and a lanyard as well. For $20 more, you get 5 event tickets that can be used at side events. So basically, you're paying 20 extra bucks if you know you want to play side events later in the day, or you know you want to play side events. Same for VGC, looks like. And for $70 more, you get both exclusive regionals playmats. So that's you get both playmats, and you get 12 side event tickets, which are normally a $60 value. So you're getting a mat plus $60 of tickets. So you're effectively spending $10 on another mat, where you're spending 30 on the first mat. So it's not a bad deal if you want to play inside events for sure, and you want to play those, or you have like a family member or a friend who knows they want to do side events. It looks like for VGC they get a choice of an exclusive hat between Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, and Zygarde. Zygarde seems really weird here considering the first three are legendary birds. An exclusive Pokemon playmat, so that's pretty cool for them too. And the tickets as well. So I want a hat, but I guess we're just getting two mats for TCG. And then there's more trading stuff, and then they've got the registration links here. Like I would go here to TCG Masters registration, and I would just fill in my name, first and last name, player ID number, my birthday, my email. I just do level one here, and then I'd submit, and then it would take me to a payment page. Let's look see if they have side events posted yet. Looks like they do. All right, we've got trading card games side events, rapid fire events, one game matches, 30-minute rounds, three Swiss rounds, prizes based on record. That's pretty cool. So the pickups are one ticket. You just I guess play like 8-man pickup tournaments. I guess limited format, four tickets. Don't know what that is. Mythic Keldeo box event. So I think for four tickets you play, and probably the winner will get the Mythic Keldeo box. Okay. Gumi throw. Players will throw a Pokeball plush to see if they can capture the Pokemon. Knock the Pokemon. Who will it be? Gumi, Meowth, Pikachu off the stool, and you get to keep that Pokemon. All players will get to keep their Pokeball plushie. So for three tickets, you're getting a Pokeball plushie for sure. And if you're, I guess, skilled enough to aim a plushie toy at another one, I don't know how far it'll be, probably like 10 feet, 20 feet, then you get another one. So it's not a bad event. That sounds pretty fun. I might try it myself. Um, they've got all the timings to start for all the side events. So that's pretty cool. Let's check out VGC side events and see what's happening with them. They've got pickups, 8-man pickups, multi-battle pickups, little cup. If I remember correctly, I think that's the one where it's like below a certain weight. I think. I don't know. I haven't played VGC very much, and then they've got very similar stuff. So let's look at prizes aren't up yet. Let's look at the vendors, see if that's up. All right. So we've got No Limit Gaming. I'm not very familiar with them, but they look like they got pretty good bulk rates and stuff. Cerulean City Collectibles. I'm not familiar with them either. Toys R Us seems like a pretty big vendor to have. I don't know what they'll be vending, but that'll be pretty cool to see someone like Toys R Us coming to our regionals. Cool Stuff Inc. is someone I'm very familiar with. They're the store in Orlando based out of it. I go there all the time for my cards and stuff, and they give out they're pretty good prices. Like when like cards like Talonflame were shooting up to 8 and stuff, they still had them at like 3 or 4, stuff like that. So I order most of my cards from Cool Stuff and pick them up. Like I got all my world stuff for it, like a full Greninja deck and stuff like that. Um, so those are your vendors. Let's look at the hotels and discounts. So the DoubleTree where the main event is happening will be there's a group code POK and here's a link so you can go and register for your hotel pretty soon. The code ends shortly and it'll be good for like a full week. So if you want to show up early, leave a little late, I don't know, enjoy Florida maybe. Weather's great. You can go to Disney, go to Universal, do whatever. There's the Holiday Inn as well. Another code, a link. This link looks like it's a little expired. Sorry, video's a little late. And then this one, the Comfort Inn, just looks like you just call and ask for the rate. It doesn't look like there's any expiration date. Um, let's look at the event sponsors. This is something I'm pretty cool. I think is pretty cool. No Limit Gaming is sponsoring us. Cerulean Silly Collectibles, Poke Plush Box. I believe those are the guys that do like the monthly thing where you just get like a box and you get some cool stuff in it, but you never know what it is. Carrabba's Italian Grill and TGI Fridays. Those are some pretty big sponsors to have. I don't know what that'll entail. Maybe like there are caterers for food in the evening or something, or maybe they'll have like a stand set up. If you come and you don't want to play, so you're bringing your kid or you're just coming with family members to hang out in Orlando and you want to volunteer, there's a form here so you can volunteer for a particular game. You can help out with running match slips, getting things efficiently done. Manpower is always needed at these events. The judge staff is only like 20 to 30 people, and they're catering for like close to a couple thousand people, and it's very difficult on them. And I feel for them at the end of the day because they work very hard. They're on their feet from like 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m. So see what the staff page is. I don't see. I can't go to that. Okay, but that's pretty much a full wrap up of the Orlando Regional Championships that are coming up. I'm very excited. I live like 20 minutes away, so I'll be there. A lot of the Chaos crew will be there. Um, I think everybody, almost except for Jeremy, probably will be there. So you can come get a chance to meet some of us and say hi. And I hope you guys do decide to come down because Orlando's a fun place. And so You can come do other things other than Pokemon, even if you want to. If you do poorly in the event, Orlando's a great place. There's like Disney. There's Halloween Horror Nights that's gonna happen at Universal, so that's a fun attraction. I'll probably end up going after day one with a group of people. So if you want to go or like you're interested in the details, please message me or message one of the members of the Chaos Crew, and we'll probably help you out with that. Um, that's pretty much it. I'm very excited for Orlando, and it's always a well-run event. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in Orlando.